Hello friends, welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to do a review of a Star Wars helmet for Commander Cody. Anyone that's seen the most recent Star Wars movies knows that Commander Cody was Obi-Wan Kenobi's right-hand man in the Clone world. He was the commander of the 212th, and this is an iconic figure from the movies, and just wanted to add his helmet to my collection. Over behind me, you see I have Captain Rex, a 501st Clone Trooper, a 332nd Clone Trooper helmet, and then also just a shiny, just a standard Clone Trooper. I've had the most recent Commander Cody figure that came out from Hasbro. The figure has the removable helmet, the hologram of the Execute Order 66 from the famous scene. So while I downsize my small Black Series figures as far as my collection goes, I still want to hang on to that because that was a really good figure. The only other figures that I have are the Captain Rex with the Captain Rex helmet, the 501st with the 501st, the 332nd, and the shiny and shiny. So holding on to him, I was hoping that at some point there would be a Cody helmet. I've seen some of the aftermarket ones that have been made by others, and some of them look pretty good, but a lot of them just seem off. And I do like the look of the Black Series ones, whether it's up to collector standards or whatnot. It doesn't matter to me. So I'm not going to go into this with any sort of craziness, but I'm not going to fangirl or anything like that. But I will give an honest review. Is it worth buying? That's the whole thing today. Is this worth buying? Now, they just did a re-release of the Captain Rex helmets. I did see them out and about in the local GameStops here in Pennsylvania, and they're going for reasonable prices, a little over $100, which is great because people are selling them prior to this re-release for $200, $300. I got that one as an open box as part of a trade deal, so I didn't get taken advantage of, so it is what it is. But I was looking and looking and looking and looking, and I wasn't going to spend that kind of money on the helmet. I love these helmets, and Captain Rex is my favorite, but what people are charging for them is just crazy. So that said, when I saw that Commander Cody was announced, I was ecstatic. I was super excited. So I thought about it for a while and asked my wife about permission to go ahead and get this into my roster. And I just got the order placed the other day. And here we are 3 days later, and it is here. I have my box from Amazon, straight from, this is how they ship them to Amazon from Hasbro. So there was an option to have this sent over without the box, just the package itself. I don't know why they would do that if it's already in this box. Keep it in the box for protection. I don't want the box getting dinged up or the product damaged. Or maybe I guess it's an open box. I don't know, but I decided to get it as it should be. So let's get back over to my desk, open it up, and see what we think. All right, so let's get into this box and see what we think here. So just got delivered a short while ago. It's 7:45 on a Wednesday. And I have been checking Amazon all day because I was pushing back to a late delivery. And sometimes when Amazon does that, it gets redirected to the next day, especially out here in Amish country where sometimes things don't always go as planned. Okay, so first thing is, if you are worried about artwork on the box, to keep the box, be very careful opening this box. Luckily, I didn't scratch anything on here. I will be keeping this box with my other ones. But as you can see, there's no bubble wrap or any type of material, paper, or anything like that to keep this box looking as it did from the factory. But let's go ahead, and the easiest way to do this is put the shipping box upside down and let gravity do its thing for me here. It is pretty snug in there, so keep that in mind. All right, so take a look at this box here. So on the top, you have the side profile of Commander Cody's helmet. The front, the corner, you have an actual picture of Commander Cody getting that order from good old Palps. Another side preview of the helmet. And on the back here we have the information. Clone Commander Cody, premium electronic helmet. And then it says the same thing in different languages. Voice changing technology, which is it's the same stuff. It would be nice if they had some preset phrases of the character. Like Captain Rex could have had some phrases. Cody could have had some phrases. But it's the same voice distortion as the other ones from the videos that I've seen. So for me, I've already expected that. But it would be nice if there was different phrases you could do. But other than that, very nice artwork on here. So let's cut the... So it is taped at the very top of the box here, which I'm going to take my knife to it very gently. All the way around. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now I should be able to lift this up. Get this bad boy out of the package. The same as the other previous Black Series. Once you get it opened, there is the cardboard topper on top that keeps everything intact from any type of crushing from the top. Then you have the next part of the box itself. It is part of the box. It wraps around the top of the helmet. That little flap there. And then we get our helmet out of the box. This one's pretty snug in there compared to the other ones, like the Captain Rex or the 501st or any of the others. Alright, so there we have the helmet. Take the plastic off. And just look at that. I have Commander Cody's helmet right here in front of me. Holy moly. So, what else is in the box? In the box, you have the little pamphlet that tells you how to essentially wear the helmet, how to put the batteries in. If you don't know, they're all the same. There is a compartment on the backside here that you will need to lift up from behind, and then underneath here are your AAA batteries. So I'm not going to waste with that because, again, the voice changer doesn't really do that much for me, even though it is kind of cool, but I'm not going to keep batteries in there with the risk of corrosion. So out of the box, this little nub on the antenna is bent. So there's a ding for Hasbro right there. Yeah, the rubber, the plastic itself is just bent, so that kind of stings. But it's turning this helmet around. The preset weathering on it looks kind of cool, but at some point I may do. You'll notice that the visor is in like a nice matte kind of color material, but the helmet itself is still pretty shiny, so the weathering on there kind of seems weird. So I may do like a matte clear coat on top just to dull that shining down, as I did with another helmet of mine, and that should make a world of difference. But other than that, I mean, man, it looks really cool. It's Commander Cody. Now, in the box also is the other part of the helmet. I've seen so many people take this out of the box, set it up, do their videos or take their pictures in their displays, and they forgot that this piece is in the box. This piece is the portion of the antenna that goes in this side of the helmet. So let's open this up. And looks like it just snaps into place. Yes. So there we go. There we have the full Commander Cody helmet. This thing looks amazing. I am beyond ecstatic about this helmet. It looks so good. The questions I had when I first saw this versus some of the other helmets was, this is going to be vinyl on the front, this part here? No. This is actually molded into the helmet, this ribbing here. So this is not just a vinyl decal, which I'll get this side by side next to some other helmets here, but you can actually feel that is awesome. They did a really good job on that. The attention to detail is really nice on this. I'll give this an 8 out of 10. You know, maybe if it was more of a matte color on here and just maybe the actual phrases from the movie, give it a 10 out of 10, but I'll give it an 8 out of 10, maybe 9 out of 10, but I love this thing, man. This is great. So I am so excited. Yeah, this is pretty darn cool. Let's go ahead and get this next to Captain Rex's helmet and see how it looks. All right, so here we have Captain Rex's bucket on the right, Commander Cody's on the left, and man, they look great together. Just looks so cool to have these helmets here in my collection. I've been a Star Wars fan for I don't know how long, and just always like the adventures, the stories. Obviously, good versus bad is always fun for me, and I'm so happy that I got into this hobby recently. I've had some other hobbies where, model cars and diecast cars, model trains, things of that nature, which are fun and, help scratch an itch. But for me, having these things here in front of me really solidify why I love this hobby so much. I love the movies, the shows, series, and being able to collect these types of things is so cool. I have helmets, I have figures, I got Lego guys in the back there, which looks like someone fell down, so I'll have to fix that. But it makes me happy. I have a very, very hectic job, very stressful, and to be able to come home after a crazy day at work and just to hang out, go online, whether it's playing a game on the computer or just chilling up here in the hobby area, man, let me tell you, whatever happened during the day is gone. It just melts away. So I am so thankful for things like this, to be able to escape and draw myself back to a center, to be able to come up here and just appreciate these things, to take me back to that movie, to take me back to that moment, Order 66, or many adventures of Captain Rex, or whatever it may be, the Bad Batch. It helps me to escape those things, and just helps me to be me and not be focused on whatever happened earlier in the day. So that said, thank you, Hasbro, for coming out with this helmet. Was it worth it? For me, 100% yes. You know what? Let's change it from an 8 out of 10. We're going to go 10 out of 10. I don't care about the voice changing and the gloss clear coat. I was going to give it a 10 out of 10 no matter what. Just wanted to see if anyone was going to say anything in the comments before they finish the video. But that said, if you stuck through all the way to the end, I thank you. But let's get Cody. Before you go anywhere, don't go anywhere yet. Don't go anywhere. We are going to put Cody into my helmet display and see what he looks like with the rest of the buckets. Let's go do that. Hang tight. All right, and with the magic of editing, there we are. We have Commander Cody in his cubby next to Captain Rex. So I have the figure that corresponds with each helmet here. And I'm so glad that I held on to this Black Series figure of Commander Cody, because that looks really good. I am so happy to have that right there in my figure. And in case anyone's wondering, this is my display is an IKEA Kallax shelving unit. This is this is an 8 cube version, which I have the same one over here. That one is a gloss white version that I have some figures. So I have some 501st clones, Ahsoka, Moff Gideon, and a Shadow Trooper. And then we have R2, the Star Wars sign, Yoda, and some Funkos, and then some storage for right now. But back over here, I have my helmet. So yeah, we have Rex on the left, Cody on the right, 332nd Clone Trooper on the right, the 501st on the left, and I need to get my light installed down here, but I have the regular shiny with the Clone Trooper as well. So that said, it's amazing. I love it. So glad I was able to get this. If you're on the fence about it, think about it. I'd recommend it. I would. And I wouldn't steer you wrong. If I didn't like it, I would tell you to stay away from it. And if you've been happy with Black Series helmets in the past, then you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong with this helmet. So that said, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll try to do so back for any of you guys that are new to my channel. I try to do the same for you, help me out with my channel. And as always, may the force be with you.